You did this other movie where you played like kind of an icon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think her name is Michelle.
Michelle Robinson.
Robinson.
Yeah.
You may know her as Obama.
Yeah.
Southside with You.
Yeah.
What makes me so excited about that movie for you and knowing you, not only because we were executive producers of the movie, Get Lifted, but you produced that movie.
Yeah.
And like, I know the backstory, but like you had to go fight to get that script from Rich Tanny. And like, I believe that's the first time you actually produced, right?
Yeah.
So that's a real big Why Not Me moment for you.
Yeah.
Tell me about that, like the desire, the passion to tell that story, but also like the fortitude to like go after it.
Well, the script wasn't written. It was an idea.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I thought there was already a script.
No, it was an idea. And he was in the middle. He told me, you know, we met up and he told me about this idea. He's like, I would love for you to play Michelle. He told me the premise. And I was like, oh, this is really cool about their first date. And then he was like, yeah, but he was writing some other things for things that he was being paid to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was like, I'm not. And then I said, I want to get this made even if I can't play Michelle. Because we all know in this business, people will take the script and they'll be like, yeah, your name is not there yet.
Right.
Or we want somebody else to do it. And so I was like, even if I don't play her, I want to try to get this made. Didn't know how.
Mm-hmm.
So he went off and did his thing. He was working on other stuff. And I would call him like every week. Hey, when are you? He's like, I have to do this. And finally he called me. He's like, I did it. And then it was done. And then I actually, because I was working at Soho House, that's how I met Stuart Ford. I was actually dating his friend.
No shit.
At the time.
Was you paying your rent?
No, I was paying the rent. It was like 3 days. 3 days. But it's crazy. That's like, you be nice to everybody anyway.
For sure.
Because you never know when it's going to come back around. But Stuart Ford helped finance it. And I brought it to him. And, you know, it was in other people's hands and I knew that they weren't going to do it. And I was like, Stu, I need help. And were able to get it and bring you guys in and then make it. And so, yeah, I felt really proud. And I felt like, wait, oh, this is what producing is? Basically fighting?
Yeah, basically. Threats and follow through.
Basically, follow through and pulling things together. And I was like, oh, I can do this.
Yeah.
I can do this.
You are really good at it.
Yeah, thank you.
Did the Have and Have-Nots come before or?
Have and Have-Nots was before that. That was like over 10 years ago.
I was about to say it's a long run.
It was a long run.
Candace Young.
So
tell me about that and Tyler Perry. I'm assuming you shot in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Living in Wakanda. Like, just tell me about the whole experience because a lot of people are curious about that.
Yeah. I mean, I auditioned for Haves. Never worked with Tyler before, didn't know his pace, didn't know like any of it. I was just like, oh, this character is like, I don't know if anybody's gonna like her, but she's a little vindictive. She's all over the place. Right. And then this was the first show on OWN that they were doing that was scripted and a drama.
Oh, wow.
So it was a collaboration with Tyler and Oprah. And Tyler will tell you, because he makes fun of me all the time. He's like, you turned it down when we wanted you for it. And I was like, he was like, we had to, Oprah called you, I called you. And I was like, I know, I didn't know what I was getting into. And then I still said yes. He was like, yeah, but you know, he always
makes. Did you say yes to Oprah?
She called me and I was like, what? This can't be her.
You
and it was her. I didn't hang up, but I was like, just quiet. And she's like, look, I don't have to, you know, I don't do this. But, you know, we'd love to have you and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, between her and Tyler, I was like, yes, okay, we're going to do it.
It's too much power.
So much power. But also I was like, okay, this could be the way he shoots, you know, he shoots really fast.
Quick, yeah.
And the great thing about that show is what I was able to do is when I wanted to do other movies, he's like, how fast can you shoot this? You can go do it. I'll let you go. Most shows are not letting you out to go do ever.
It's prison.
They're not letting you out.
Paid prison, but
prison, but good prison.
Yeah,
you know,
it's like you still get a trailer.
If that's prison, I'll take it.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't want to find out.
Yeah, no. So he allowed me to go do Old Man and the Gun. I got to work with Robert Redford. You know, he allowed me to
stop. Robert Redford.
Yeah.
How was that?
Incredible. My daughter was probably 2 No, she was younger than 2. And I brought her on set, and Robert Redford is just quiet on set. He's reading his newspaper. He's like, I don't need the Hollywood stuff. I am Hollywood.
Right.
Like, but
I am the establishment.
I am but also I did all this. I'm gonna read my newspaper.
Right.
And as soon as my daughter came on set, he put his newspaper down. He was like,
can I say your daughter's name?
Yeah,
It's
Ella.
Ella. Yeah, Ella is very, very cute.
Thank you.
So I understand why Mr. Redford would hit
But it
pause
was like, it was so sweet.
It
And
was
so
genuine energy.
genuine.
Yeah.
Like he didn't care about anybody else. It was the baby.